In its strongest expression of regret so far, Narendra Modi has blogged that he was shaken to the core by the communal riots that tore through his state in 2002. The blog comes a day after a Gujarat court upheld a clean chit given to him in the riots of 11 years ago. Now, Modi writes, "I suffered in solitude. The scriptures say those in positions of power do not have the right to share their own pain and anguish. As if all the suffering was not enough, I was accused of the death of my loved ones. I was shaken to the core. Mere words could not capture the absolute emptiness one felt." The Gujarat government had responded to the violence more swiftly and decisively than ever done before in any previous riots. This is the first time sharing the harrowing ordeal I went through. Gujarat's 12 years of trial by fire have finally drawn to an end. I feel liberated and at peace. We chose peace over violence, unity over diversity. Well, Teesta Setalwad also joins us at this stage. Teesta, how do you react to what Narendra Modi is saying over there? Do you believe that these comments and this 100-word blog entry of his is perhaps the way ahead of him? He feels that he's been vindicated by what happened in court yesterday.
No, I presume, Vishnu, that today we are talking about the blog and not about yesterday's judgment. So I'll stick to the blog.
Well, the blog is linked to that. I mean, he writes the blog because of yesterday's judgment. The blog is only about himself.
No, I know. But I'm saying you're asking me a question. Let me answer.
Sure.
Let me answer. Would you like my answer?
Yes. Go ahead, Teesta.
So I'd like to speak on what the blog means to us. And I think the blog is only about Narendra Modi and not about the survivors of violence, whether it was the victims of Godhra or the post-Godhra reprisal killings. What Modi says today is completely against what the NHRC former Chief Justice Verma said in 2002, what the Supreme Court said in 2004. And I just want to say that here is a man who, till the courts had clipped his wings in 2004, was on the rampage. He had uttered the most despicable speech from Becharji on 9th of September 2002, calling the relief camps baby-making factories. He had actually given discriminatory amounts in compensation, 2 lakhs and 1 lakh. He had gone on about Lindo being James Lindo in a very communal speech. His elections were very communal. So I think he is entitled, free speech entitles all of us to say what we want when we want. But genuine remorse would have meant, in 2002 itself, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, his own Prime Minister of the party, not asking him to invoke Raj Dharma. When former Chief Justice V.N. Khare asked the Gujarat government to remember its Raj Dharma, Modi waited till Khare retired before saying Khare or Khote. So here is a man who showed complete contempt for constitutional authorities at the height of the post-Godhra.
Let me just get Prakash Javadekar to react to some of the points, Teesta, that you've made.
So we are not convinced.
Okay.
We are not convinced, but he is entitled to his views.
Mr. Javadekar, one of the points that Teesta mentioned over there is that there has never been any sign of remorse by Narendra Modi, not now in this blog entry and certainly not in the past. How do you interpret that? Is there any scope for any remorse for him to have been shown?
First, let me tell you, we in BJP always believe that every riot is not only unfortunate but most condemnable and must be controlled with all the force of the government. And this was exactly what was done by Narendra Modi government, and it is testified in all the documents of SIT, how they control effectively and saved thousands of people. Otherwise it would have been like Holocaust. They never allowed things to happen the way it happened in 84 in Delhi or Bhagalpur or Assam or what is happening in Uttar Pradesh and what happened in Gujarat, 10 riots. But unfortunately, these Teesta Setalwad, the Congress and so-called pseudo-secular fidains targeted Modi and persecuted him.
And Zakia Jafri like and other survivors.
Uncomparable. 1 minute.
And survivors of the violence.
I have not. 1 minute. Because
no, survivors are at the forefront of this battle, Mr. Javadekar. Don't misuse your forum. Survivors are at the forefront of the legal battle. Don't denigrate their suffering.
1 minute.
Do not denigrate their suffering.
You have your views, I have my own views,
Mrs.
and I have
Zakia
free to
Jafri is
do
a
that.
survivor. All that, no,
One
but I'm
minute.
saying do not
I mean,
denigrate
let
the
me tell you.
suffering of the survivors.
No, you don't come in. No, I'm not anchor. Please, Som, restrict her. The
What
issue
did
is very
Supreme
simple.
Court say in April
Today the court
2004?
has said, and put an approval stamp.
A
on the
magistrate's
SIT
court has
report.
said.
SIT
Teesta,
was
one
not
moment, I'll
magistrate's
come to you
court has
next,
said.
Teesta.
I mean,
Let
who is
Mr.
this?
Javadekar make his point.
No, Vishnu.
Teesta, I will come to you next. Prakashji, go ahead.
So yes, the issue is very clear that even after 10 years of persecution, 10 years of continuous targeting, instead of talking of any other riot, instead of focusing or asking remorse or anything from any other chief minister, without caring for any human losses happening in all other riots, they targeted only one riot, not even all riots in Gujarat. Previously, 10 riots, killing 3,000 innocent
This
people,
is not
Hindus
true.
and Muslims.
We have
in
filed
the
a
Congress
petition in
regime.
Okay, Mr.
They are
Javadekar,
not
Teesta,
doing
We have
let's
that.
filed a
One
to those
petition about the
points.
Dule
One minute.
firing. Don't misuse the
No,
forum.
1 minute, Prakashji,
You
let
tell him
Teesta
not to
reply to
misuse
those
the forum,
points.
Vishnu.
Teesta, go ahead.
He can't lie.
1 minute.
He can't
One
lie.
minute. The
He just
last
lies.
sentence.
That's what
No,
his
no,
party
both
does.
of you.
Last
We have
sentence
filed-
is-
Okay,
we
last sentence,
agitated-
Mr.
One
Javadekar, and then
minute.
Teesta, you'll come in.
We
1 minute,
agitated
Teesta.
the 92,
He has one more
93
sentence to
Shri Krishna
make.
Commission
Teesta, I will
report.
come to you next.
No, he
Teesta, if
can't,
everybody
he can't go
talks,
away with
Yeah.
telling lies.
Teesta, I'm coming to you next. Just bear with me.
No, he
Arre,
can't,
I'm
he
not
can't
going
say
away.
lies.
1 minute. No one's going away, Teesta.
I am not
one more
going away.
sentence, and then I'm coming to you next.
But why
Yes,
you are
briefly,
so
Mr. Javadekar.
impatient?
No, I'm only
Because
imploring you
the
not
court
to lie.
has, the court
I'm saying don't lie.
has, the court has not only exonerated,
the magistrate's
but
court
court has
has.
put an approval stamp on the SIT finding.
Okay.
And that is the truth. Ultimately,
All right,
truth
fine.
has
Now, Teesta,
prevailed.
go ahead.
Those persecuting people are defeated.
Okay,
and
all right, Mr.
No, I just
Javadekar, you
want to
made
say
your
two
point.
things.
This
I
is what
said
has
we are
happened.
talking about Narendra
All right.
Modi's blog. We are talking about Narendra Modi's blog. And I'm saying
So
that
he
a
has
man who uses the
explained.
term
He has explained.
कुत्ते के बच्चे. One
The
minute,
agony.
1 minute.
He has explained
I'm
your
sorry.
attacks.
If he
And
uses
he
the
has
term
explained.
कुत्ते के
He has
बच्चे-
explained.
No, 1 minute. You
Nahi,
also be patient.
that is not in the blog.
Or anybody who
That is
knows
not in
Hindi
the
knows
blog.
that
No, but
kutte
what
ke
you are
bachche
saying,
is not
Teesta,
a
is not
lovable
in the
term.
blog.
We all call our children pillas. But kutte ke bachche is an
So this is
abusive
what
term.
you are.
No, but
So
Teesta,
I
if you
think
want to
the
stick to
blog
the
But that is
blog,
not in the blog.
if you want
So
to
you
stick
are
to
on
the
the
blog,
blog.
now you're
This is
talking
the
about
blog.
something else.
The blog is a
Gladys Stain-
transparent statement.
Mr. Javadekar,
of
let us speak.
agony
No, but
Yes,
I'm
he has
saying that I
experienced
can't
One
see the
minute,
blog
Mr.
during the
being
riot.
out of
And
context
he
of a
has
man who called
Prakashji,
What
you
he
made
has
your
done
point.
camps
You made your
who
point.
lead
I let you make your
factories.
point. Let her make a point, and then I'll come back to you. Teesta, go ahead.
Yes.
My only point is that I cannot see the blog in the context. Suddenly this man wakes up in 2013 because he has prime ministerial ambitions. In 2007, when the media asked him a simple question, do you regret, forget criminal liability, do you regret what happened in 2002? He walks out of the television interview. This man fights his election saying Mia Musharraf. He communalizes the discourse by makes it James Lindo to a constitutional authority like the Chief Election Commissioner. His mindset is communal. Can I see this blog outside that mindset? If the Supreme Court had not been monitoring the cases, we would not have got 117 convictions, including Maya Kodnani, a sitting MLA who was elevated to the post of minister by Modi despite her role in 2002. So, I mean, we have to look at these things in context.
No, but
My
Teesta, at the
question,
same
you asked me a
time, why do
question
you
that how
not
do I see
accept
the
the
blog?
fact that the
So I
court,
say I
the court
see the
in
blog
Gujarat
in the context
has
of a man.
accepted the closure report of the SIT. So if
Are we
Narendra Modi
discussing the
says
magistrate's
it's a
court
big
judgment, then
victory
we'll
for
talk about
him.
the judgment. No problem.
No, but Teesta, how is it not a very big step for him?
No. Vishnu, if you are talking about the judgment, let's talk about the judgment. I don't mind.
No, but
If
the
we are
two
talking
are
about the
linked,
judgment,
Teesta.
I
You
say
cannot. No,
that
but Teesta,
the conspiracy. No, 1 minute.
The statement today by Narendra Modi is in the context of that judgment yesterday. So how can you distance this blog entry from what happened yesterday?
That's what I'm saying.
The BJP says it's a big victory on the basis of this.
No, but
you
how
know-
can you distance it? No, then let me ask a question
Okay,
back to
go
you. How can you distance it back from the man who was communal in 2002? If you want to talk about the judgment,
never.
let's talk about it.
He
We
was
have said
never.
today, and we are
You
going in
charged him,
appeal. This
but
is a
you
magistrate's
proved wrong
court judgment.
by the court,
the
by the
magistrate's
SIT,
court has
and by
unfortunately
everybody.
ignored
Answer
the
me.
chain of conspiracy.
Answer me, Tista.
Let's
why
talk about
you
Supreme
did
Court
not,
of 2004.
Why you did not talk about
What about
other
the Supreme
riots
Court
of
judgment
Gujarat?
which said that
Why you did
Riots
not talk
fitted
about
by
Bhagalpur?
Gujarat burn?
Why you are silent on Muzaffarnagar?
You cannot
Why you
be
can't talk about
selective.
Kokrasar?